this is Preet Verma and this is video of subject Legal Studies, class 12th, unit 7, that is International Context, and chapter International Institutions, especially United Nations. So let's first discuss the meaning of international institutions. Also known as international organization or intergovernmental organization, international institution is an institution or organization established by a treaty or other instrument governed by international law. It possesses its own international framework such as the United Nations, the World Health Organization and the NATO. International organizations are composed of primarily member states but may also include other entities such as other international organizations. Additionally, entities including states may hold observer status. The growth in the number of sovereign nations and increasing international relations gave rise to notions of international cooperation. The 19th century saw the commencement of international non-governmental associations such as the International Law Association 1873 and the International Committee of the Red Cross in 1863. These institutions paved the way for the formation of the League of Nations in 1919, which was the predecessor to the United Nations in 1945. Now let's discuss the major international organizations. So first is United Nations, that is UN. Second, International Labour Organization, that is ILO. Then United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, that is UNESCO. Then is World Bank, International Monetary Fund, that is IMF, World Health Organization, that is WHO, and World Trade Organization, that is WTO. Now let's discuss each one of them in brief. So first is United Nations. The United Nations is an intergovernmental organization that aims to maintain international peace and security, develop friendly relations among nations, achieve international cooperation, and be a center for harmonizing the actions of nations. It is the largest, most familiar, most internationally represented and most powerful intergovernmental organization in the world. The UN is headquartered on international territory in New York City with its other main offices in Geneva, Nairobi, Vienna and The Hague. So, United Nations headquarters are in New York City, that is USA. Members are 193 member states and 2 observer states. Official language is Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian and Spanish, and it was established in 1945. So the UN system includes a multitude of specialized agencies, funds and programs such as the World Bank Group, the World Health Organization, the World Food Programme, UNESCO and UNICEF. Additionally, non-governmental organizations may be granted consultative status with ECOSOC and other agencies to participate in the UN's work. The 6 official languages of the UN used in the intergovernmental meetings and documents are Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian and Spanish. On the basis of the Convention on the Privileges and Immunities of the United Nations, the UN and its agencies are immune from the laws of the countries where they operate, safeguarding the UN's impartiality with regards to the host and member countries. The UN's Chief Administrative Officer is the Secretary General, currently Portuguese politician and diplomat Antonio Guterres, who began his 5-year term on 1st January 2017. Now let's discuss the objectives of the United Nations. So first objective of United Nations is peacekeeping and providing security whenever and wherever required. Second, to promote and encourage respect for human rights and for fundamental freedoms for all without distinction as to race, sex, language, or religion. And member states pledge to undertake joint and separate action to protect these rights, and at the last, to achieve international cooperation in solving international problems of an economic, social, cultural, or humanitarian character. Now, the Millennium Development Goals of the UN. So, following are the major Millennium Development Goals. First is eradicate extreme poverty and hunger, achieve universal primary education, promote gender equality and empower women, reduce child mortality, improve maternal health, combat HIV/AIDS, malaria and other diseases, ensure environmental sustainability, and develop a global partnership for development. Now let's discuss its structure. So the UN system is based on 5 principal organs. First, the General Assembly. Second, the Security Council. Third, the Economic and Social Council, that is ECOSOC. Fourth, the International Court of Justice. And fifth, the UN Secretariat. The 6th principal organ, the Trusteeship Council, suspended operations on 1st November 1994 upon the independence of Palau, the last remaining UN trustee territory. 4 of the 5 principal organs are located at the main UN headquarters in New York City. The International Court of Justice is located in The Hague, while other major agencies are based in the UN offices at Geneva, Vienna, and Nairobi. Other UN institutions are located throughout the world. So now let's discuss each one of them in brief. First is the General Assembly. The General Assembly is the main deliberative assembly of the UN. Composed of all UN member states, the Assembly meets in regular yearly sessions, but emergency sessions can also be called. The Assembly is led by a president elected from among the member states on a rotating regional basis and 21 vice presidents. The first session convened on 10th January 1946 in the Methodist Central Hall in London and included representatives of 51 nations. When the General Assembly decides on important questions such as those on peace and security, admission of new members and budgetary matters, a 2/3 majority of those present and voting is required. All other questions are decided by a majority vote. The major functions of General Assembly are: may resolve non-compulsory recommendations to states or suggestions to the Security Council, that is UNSC, decides on the admission of new members following proposal by the UNSC, adopts the budget. Next is elects the non-permanent members of the UNSC, all members of ECOSOC, the UN Secretary General following their proposal by the UNSC, and the 15 judges of the International Court of Justice, that is ICJ. Each country has 1 vote. Now let's move on Security Council. So the Security Council is charged with maintaining peace and security among countries, while other organs of the UN can only make recommendations to member states. The Security Council has the power to make binding decisions that member states have agreed to carry out under the terms of Charter Article 25. The decisions of the Council are known as United Nations Security Council resolutions. The Security Council is made of 15 member states consisting of 5 permanent members, that is China, France, Russia, the United Kingdom, and the United States, and 10 non-permanent members elected for 2-year terms by the General Assembly. The 5 permanent members hold veto power over UN resolutions, allowing a permanent member to block adoption of a resolution, though not debate. The major functions of Security Council are responsible for the maintenance of international peace and security. Second, may adopt compulsory resolutions. Now let's discuss United Nations Secretariat. The UN Secretariat is headed by the Secretary General, assisted by the Deputy Secretary General and a staff of international civil servants worldwide. It provides studies, information and facilities needed by UN bodies for their meetings. It also carries out tasks as directed by the Security Council, the General Assembly, the Economic and Social Council, and other UN bodies. The Secretary General acts as the de facto spokesperson and leader of the UN. The position is defined in the UN Charter as the organization's Chief Administrative Officer. Its chairperson, the UN Secretary General, is elected by the General Assembly for a 5-year mandate and is the UN's foremost representative. Now, major functions of United Nations Secretariat are that it supports the other UN bodies administratively, for example, in the organization of conferences, the writing of reports and studies, and the preparation of the budget. Now let's discuss International Court of Justice. It was established in 1945 by the UN Charter. The court began work in 1946 as the successor to the Permanent Court of International Justice. The ICJ is composed of 15 judges who serve 9-year terms and are appointed by the General Assembly. Every sitting judge must be from a different nation. The International Court of Justice, that is ICJ, located in The Hague in the Netherlands, is the primary judicial organ of the UN. Now, major functions of International Court of Justice are: first, that it decides disputes between states that recognize its jurisdiction. Second, issues legal opinions. And third and the last is renders judgment by relative majority. Its 15 judges are elected by the UN General Assembly for 9-year terms. Now let's move on Economic and Social Council. So the Economic and Social Council, that is ECOSOC, assists the General Assembly in promoting international economic and social cooperation and development. ECOSOC has 54 members who are elected by the General Assembly for a 3-year term. The President is elected for a 1-year term and chosen amongst the small or middle powers represented on ECOSOC. The major functions of Economic and Social Council are that it is responsible for cooperation between states as regards economic and social matters, and it coordinates cooperation between the UN's numerous specialized agencies. So guys, this is all for this video. However, before I say bye-bye, let's have a quick revision what we have discussed in this video. So first, I have started this video with the meaning of international institution and then discussed the supranational organization, namely the United Nations, in details such as its formation, its functions, its objects, goals and structure. So that is all. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.